Ladies and gentlemen, does sending someone to prison for gambling really solve the problem? Or does it only make them more hopeless when they return to society? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, honorable judges and respect the opinions. Today, I am Anindiara Shandat Aziza from Senior High School 1 Kejayan, gathered here to debate the motion that this House will give social service and skill training for gambling offenders rather than imprisonment. And I will present to you why we strongly support this motion. Before I'm moving on, let me divide the key terms in today's motion. First, it's about rehabilitation. Second, is about skill training. Third, is about social service. Fourth, is about recidivism. And fifth, is about overcrowded prison. This is important because let us understand the meaning gambling offenders are people who are caught breaking the law by engaging in illegal gambling activities. And why this is important? Because the main purpose of law and punishment is not only to punish but also to correct behavior and prevent future crimes of Indonesia. In fact, people leave prison with the same or even worse. When people leave the prison, they must be revenged on those who are reported and gotta be get terror. The second one is overcrowding. The prison gotta be full of the other criminal behavior. And that will have bad impact to Indonesia because Indonesia must pay for a bad impact for Indonesia. And the third one is circle of crime. The other criminal would like to learn a new criminal more worse. If in the prison there is be like people who online loans and people who kill someone, and then if the people who kill someone share about how to kill people, and then the audience learn about it, that's gonna be such as even worse of criminal in Indonesia. This clearly shows that if we implement this motion, society will gain significant benefit. Let me explain in detail. If offenders are simply locked up in prison, they may not learn anything new. Instead, they may face negative influences like no change in their life and then social service skill. I'm going to tell you guys about no change in their life. Why do I say that? Because if someone in the prison, they didn't have to get rehabilitation from them, and then they didn't have to like skill training and social service from the prison. So if they leave the prison, they didn't get change in their life. In the end, imprisonment does not really solve the problem. We can see that data from Indonesia strongly support this. The criminal program achieved a success rate of 98.75% and restorative justice reduced recidivism to only 12.7% compared to much higher rates under traditional punishment. This proves that the motion is not only practical but also essential in solving this issue. Guys, can you imagine if your neighbor or if your father was once a gambling offender? Would you prefer he comes back from prison with no change, or that he returns with new skills and a steady of job to support his family? The answer is clear. When the father get anything like get social service from the prison, and then when he leaves the prison, gonna be get a more good job, more skill or anything, then gonna be a good impact for the prison or the people who does criminal. So, therefore, this argument shows why the motion should be accepted. This argument is focused on the long-term effect. If we apply this motion, however, the problem will continue to grow and harm. And this is going to be affected to family, Indonesia future, and surrounding environment. Because this about criminal thinking, all the people gonna be make Indonesia future will be really bad at that. And in conclusion, I have presented strong arguments supported by logic, facts, and example. Therefore, we urge you to support the motion.